What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape Moth, and today I'm gonna hit y'all with my thoughts on this new album from Rome Streetz entitled Kiss the Ring. So, Rome Streetz has been this rising star in rap's underground ever since 2016. In 2021, he released the impressive Coup de Grace project, which showed his ability to go toe-to-toe with a veteran spitter like Ransom. Last year, he also put out dope projects like Razor's Edge with Future Wave and Death and a Magician produced by DJ Muggs. But now, he has blessed fans with his debut album on Griselda Records, Kiss the Ring, executive produced by the curator and Griselda architect Westside Gunn. It boasts production from the likes of Camouflage Monk, Conductor Williams, Derringer, Denny LaFleur, Green Lantern, The Alchemist, Sadu, and Sovereign. Now, the bulk of the production was handled by Conductor Williams, who might have OD'd just a tad on the "Conductor, we have a problem. Conductor, we have..." But personally, I didn't mind it as it provided an even more raw and uncut feel to the already grimy format. This project contains 17 tracks lasting approximately 50 minutes. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with this track by track breakdown. The opener, Big Step Up, produced by Camouflage Monk, is an aggressive boom bap banger with a signature 90s bass line. And Rome Streetz reminds us that he's been a big step up way before the music. You know, he had the pistol on the dresser and he was about that life. Some standout bars are: "Got rappers hating and they bitches naked in my messages. I smoke your whole top 20, fuck 5, that's a definite. Choke the rap game out till there's no life left in it." So he's really making a bold statement that he's here to dominate the game. So you gotta respect his confidence, hunger, and braggadocio. As a whole, I feel it was a strong opener where he just went in full blast. Track 2, Hard on Froze, is backed by a warped and deranged guitar riff courtesy of Conductor Williams. It's very bar heavy with Rome Streetz attacking the beat and rapping like the rent is due. He states, "Rose out the coke smoke to go vocalist, DR coat with the toast in it, stepping on your throat. Dudes know I got the game in a cobra grip. My name's been critically acclaimed. This the culture shit." I also dug one-liners like, "Got a flip phone for the fiends, no associates." But yeah, overall, ferocious rhyming from Rome over this dirty beat. Things mellow out slightly on In Too Deep, where we get some hypnotic vibraphones. The bells are a little distorted, but it feels like distinct mid-90s East Coast production. On here, Rome talks about being surrounded by temptation, drug money, and fast women. He does give us some wise game, though, where he points out knife wounds in your spine usually come from a friend's greed, jealous one's envy. You gotta watch those intensely. He also speaks on his hunger for more, especially on lines like, "A lot of levels in this shit, and I ain't even started transcending. The quest to acquire the fortune is never ending." Whereas track 4, Soulja Boy with Conway the Machine, has this rough and irregular piano beat from Conductor, and Rome has some standout bars like "Living Rapid," "Mummy told me slow down like chopped and screwed. On the road to riches, keep a 4-pound for obstacles." I liked Rome's whole verse, although I do have to say he made a geography error when he said, "My name's ringing from east to west like lines of longitude." It's actually lines of latitude, but I don't want to be that big of a prick. Now, Conway the Machine delivers with his effortless flow and cocky braggadocio. On paper, it looks simple, but he makes it sound clever. Next is Tyson Beckford with Derringer on the boards, who provides an eerie drum-heavy banger. It's one of the highlights as Rome definitely goes in over this trademark Griselda beat. He lends some more wise words like, "They say stupidity and power is a sour mix," and "Every dog trying to dap your paw ain't authentic." He also urges folks to learn from their lessons and to not be blinded by some of the false perceptions in this game. Right after is the Nocturnal Destiny's Child, which has another bell-laced boom bap beat provided by Denny LaFleur. Rome gives out more cautionary advice. "I seen a dude go from a Percocet to a hypodermic set, told him stay away from the fire, and then it burned his flesh. Know the ledge, then you learn to step." He also talks about how the desks of record execs likely have the souls of many rappers, but Rome never vows to sell his own. Then there is Blow for Blow featuring Benny the Butcher and Stove God Cooks, who all do damage over this anxious flute-like beat from Conductor Williams. Rome comes through with boastful lines like, "Keep watching my moves, you're gonna be suicidal. I'm the god I always knew to never worship idols." Whereas Stove God Cooks delivered with his comedic coke talk. He had an amusing Karate Kid reference with, "They like you doing cocaine numbers off that vinyl, huh? Yeah, bitch, I took that wax and went Danielson." Benny, on the other hand, has some noteworthy lines like, "I'm on your neck like that tank on Master P, and if you're looking for a hustler and need a stable plan, I suggest you stand next to the god like Abraham." So let me know in the comment section who you feel had the best verse out of the three. The subsequent song is Ugly Balenciagas, which blends a vocal sample with a quirky sax loop, and Rome compares the treachery and ugliness of the rap game to a pair of chunky and overpriced Balenciagas. And there were some lines that jumped out to me as well here. Track 9, 1000 Ecstasy, has a dreary piano beat from Conductor Williams that is one of my favorites. It just puts you in a frame of mind of chilling in the park on a rainy day with a fly windbreaker on, kind of like that scene of Nas and his crew in Queensbridge in the movie Rhyme and Reason, where they got the Perry Ellis jackets on in the rain. Rome reflects back to his hustling past when he would have had 1000 Ecstasy tucked inside his Bape satchel. Track 10 is Armed and Dangerous with Armani Caesar. It's a hustler's love story with the two trading bars about holding each other down. We get a mellow and soulful humming beat from Green Lantern, which has a calming feel. It's not my favorite, but it's all right. Rome Streetz compares his love to that of Griselda Blanco and Charles Cosby, who is that dude from the not so good Cocaine Cowboys 2 movie. Following this is Cry Champagne, which is also tranquil and chill with this vintage sample, elegant keys and faint string. It's a rags to riches tale as Rome raps about making something out of nothing. He's leveled up to the point that now he only cries tears of champagne. Track 12, Non-Factor with Westside Gunn, is the last of the succession of serene drumless beats. Rome speaks on feeling that he doesn't have much competition because the majority of rappers are non-factor. I did really like the following lines. "Was on the highway to hell, but it's the road to new riches. Got it lit, they love my stilo like those 702 bitches." So I thought that was a pretty fly R&B reference. Also, "Kick your shit in, fuck a door key. I move raw like I'm Corky on a cold New York street," which I found to be very dope since the movie Fresh is one of my favorite movies from the 90s. After this is the very impressive Long Story Short. It is on here where Rome flexes his storytelling skills over a raw and melancholy Alchemist beat. His production here does put me in the frame of mind of Havoc. Rome Streetz tells the poignant tale of two young men who wanted to be superstars until they got swallowed whole by the streets. He raps, "They flipped his residence, found a phone and overwhelming evidence. Karma's a bitch, her kiss a blessing or it's venomous. They both could have been superstars, him football and him for bars. Sometimes the hood is undefeated. It's mad hard to beat the odds." It's a riveting cautionary tale that reminds us just how easy it is for people to lose it all, especially if the odds are already stacked up against them and if they aren't paying attention or moving off logic. You know, one false move could forever seal your fate. Afterwards is Serving with Boldy James, and is set to a fretful beat from Denny LaFleur with gritty, fluttering keys. Boldy delivers with his intricate coke talk as expected, while Rome Streetz urges the youth to watch what they post online because Jake or 12 will follow with a fake IG. But this one was a gritty banger that encapsulates that Griselda sound to a T. Track 15 is Reversible, produced by Conductor Williams, where we get a beat shift. The first one has a playful and dusty groove, while the second has a darker and more apprehensive one. Rome Streetz offers up more streetwise wisdom with "Watch your mouth, you dudes get indicted off an iPhone, coming in disguise to buy with cameras and side clothes. Your naked eye probably thought the shit was a rhinestone." And these rapidy rap dudes never come across wavy, which sounds about right, as some just don't have the swag. They might have the syllables, but that swag is still an important aspect of hip hop. The second and last song is Fashion Rebel, which contains a glistening and vintage sample produced by Sadu and Sovereign. They gave off a Rock Marcy meets Wu-Tang feel. Rome gives us one more clever mention of the Fresh movie. Mine, like Michael from Fresh, it's all a game of chess. The bishop be the one that could usually put the king in check. Then the album wraps up with Kiss the Ring, produced by Denny LaFleur, where we get an off-kilter jazz loop that did put me in the frame of mind of the production on Pray for Haiti. But Rome Streetz closes this out by toasting to his success. Now that he's prospering and profiting, he's in a position now where he wants folks to bow and kiss the ring. It's a good closer, but the production is nowhere near as epic as Raekwon's Kiss the Ring from Purple Tape 2. Overall, I give this project a rating of 4 mics. It's lyrically dense and jam-packed with bars on every corner. Rome Streetz is rapping with urgency, like he has a point to prove, so his hunger and determination was definitely felt the whole way through. My only criticism is that I wish there was more variety to some of the hooks. It wasn't a problem, but he was rapping all of the hooks, and I think it would have been okay had there been some variation, like perhaps some scratching or maybe a hook from someone else or even singing to break it up. But yeah, as a whole, this album definitely met my expectations as Rome Streetz delivered with his very descriptive bars, all of which seemed genuine, thoughtful, streetwise, and philosophical. Now, in terms of the production, it was very consistent with the Griselda aesthetic front to back. There were really no misses instrumentally, and Conductor Williams and Denny LaFleur definitely stood out. Conductor Williams with his warped style of instrumentation. Although I do feel that Rome's rapping on here outshined some of the production, as a couple of the beats were just serviceable, but Rome made the most of them. So yeah, this was definitely one of the stronger releases of the year, and it's good to see that Rome now has the backing and the platform that he deserved. My favorite tracks include Hard on Froze, Soulja Boy, Tyson Beckford, Destiny Child, 1,000 Ecstasy, Long Story Short, Serving, and Fashion Rebel. Let me know what you thought about this album in the comment section. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Rome Streetz, Kiss the Ring, 1.